Hello, hello, my beautiful Virgos. Hello, welcome in, welcome back. Welcome to my channel. I am Lisa, and this is North Star Energy Healing. Today, as I was finishing up a couple of TikTok videos, I kept hearing, as I often do, or have in the past, to do a reading for Virgo. As I'm telling my guides, I need to go out and clean off my car because we got 4 or 5 inches of snow last night, and I can't be late for work. It's Christmas Eve day, and I want to leave early when I get to work, so I can't get to work late. Anyway, they were insistent. They also pointed me to specific decks to use for this reading, Virgos. So please take what resonates and leave the rest. As I am recording this, it is the morning of Christmas Eve day, so 12/24/25. They wanted me to use the Enchanted Map Oracle. For the Leo reading that I just did on TikTok, this is the card that came out. And I put it in there and I shuffled, called on Virgo, and it came out for you as well. 12. I love that it's the month of December, the 12th month, as we know the calendar right now. And Slow and Steady came out. This is a fairy, basically in a snail shell, moving forward slowly with her hands crossed over her chest. She has a butterfly mask on. 12. 1 + 2 is 3. Creation and collaboration. Slow and steady, my beautiful Virgos. Remember the old cliche, slow and steady wins the race? This is a time for easy movement, unhurried steps, and a steady heart. Trust that taking life at a more leisurely pace will give you greater access to your dreams. Slowing down allows more contact with the juicier elements of your life. Savor them. So that was from the Enchanted Map Oracle by Colette Baron Reed. The next one they wanted me to use was the Earth Magic Oracle by Stephen D. Farmer. And the card that came out here is Fog, Veiled. You are enmeshed in confusion and uncertainty and are unsure if it will ever clear up. This is not the best time to make decisions, therefore slow and steady, right? Particularly major ones. Know that this foggy veil will eventually dissolve. Although there may be ways you are unconsciously contributing to this state, the greater truth is that this is simply a cycle you are moving through. And like all things, it will pass. Allow yourself to feel confused. In fact, decide to be confused. No matter what attempts you make right now to make things happen or move in any specific direction out of impatience or frustration, you risk only creating more confusion and uncertainty. So be still and patient. Wait for that first glimmer of awareness to lift the veil so that you can see the choices before you more clearly and can then choose to align yourself with the will of Spirit. Okay, so slow and steady, definitely going along with Fog Veiled. So what that Fog Veiled card is trying to say is right now, if you are confused about something, some decision, some choice, you need to let it be. Don't force a decision. Don't try to make something happen, Virgos, because if you do, it's just going to create the wrong thing or move you in the wrong direction. Now, they also were very adamant that they wanted me to use the Red Dragon Pendragon deck. So, because I'd been using the Forest Tarot. But they were like, no. And I even, after I pulled the Oracle card, started to pick it up. And they were like, no. I heard, nope, that's not the deck. So let's see. There's always a reason, I think, why they wanted me to use this particular deck and not that one. Wow, they're coming right out. Okay. What's the one last card for my beautiful Virgos for this bonus message that you wanted me to get out there on this beautiful Christmas Eve? So snowy here. Snowy and beautiful. And it's still snowing, in fact. Luckily, we had already planned to close by 3 o'clock and get all the patients out of there by 2, then giving us an hour to clean up and do any paperwork we need to get done before we leave for the Christmas break. Okay. All right. Let's take these in the order in which they came out and see what the message is. Building on slow and steady, and just letting things be confusing for now and not jumping on something. Aha. The Two of Pentacles. Balance and choice. You see this person depicted here has two things. It's up, it's down. He's on one leg. He's like, oh, what am I doing? Am I staying? Am I going? Exactly what that Vogue failed card was saying, right? Let it be. There's no need to make a definitive choice right now. Queen of Cups. Top of the suit, feminine energy for the cups, which is love, nurturing, and emotion. She sits there with water swirling all around her. Her throne has a fish, in fact. She has her cup there and she looks completely calm. She has mastered her emotions, that's why. Mastered her emotions, and she is sitting there not in a hurry to do anything. And that's exactly what your message is. Two of Wands. Another choice card. I can't believe that. So, all right, we'll look at this in a sec. So, Wands, action and passion. So this lovely, beautiful gal is sitting there. She's kind of leaning against a rock. She's got a wand on either side, the sun in front. She's sort of holding up a crystal ball and looking at it, right? What is the answer? What is my choice? What do I do? I can't believe how good my guides are. So you have the beautiful Queen of Cups situated between two choice cards, two balance cards, but she is staying calm and cool as a cucumber. With the choices swirling on either side all around, she is keeping her composure and waiting for the right moment. The Hierophant, number 5. Fives are change, right? The Hierophant is wisdom, religion, tradition, education. It's all of those things, right? It can also be Taurus energy. Taurus energy can be bull-like, can be stubborn. Maybe you have a Taurus in your life. It could be pointing to that. You could have Taurus prominently in your chart, which could point to that. But this is about either sticking to tradition or breaking from tradition. It's about either getting or giving education, wisdom, those things. Death, 13. This is Scorpio energy, right? This card is a depiction of doing things differently. So it's the Hierophant, 5, change, death, 13, 4, stability, right? When you decide that it's time to make that choice and go forward and make that change, you will be doing something very differently than how you do it right now, Virgos. This is going to be what the words they're giving me is like leap of faith. Like once everything stops swirling and calms down and the fog has lifted, the veil has lifted, you're moving on slowly, you're in control of your emotions. When the decision is clear, it will be a change from how you do it right now. Whatever that is for you. I don't know if it's work, if it's love, if it's a business, I don't know. Boom, the Magician. All 4 elements at your fingertips. He is an alchemist. He's at his table. He's got a wand here. I don't know where all the other things are. There's a sword and a cup and a wand. The only thing I've never seen in here is the pentacle, but the infinity symbol is on his cloak on both sides of him, right? He is connected to the physical and the metaphysical, and he has all the power. This is number 1. Remember how I said that about leap of faith, about going forward once you know. But the thing to keep in mind is not letting impatience get to you. Don't be a perfectionist right now. Be the Queen of Cups. Just observe, take it in, and be a human being, not a human doing, right? The animal oracle that came out for you is Polar Bear Mystic. Look at that card. I love it so much. Polar Bear Mystic. Know that challenges make you stronger. Have faith when you face adversity. Take time to rest, dream, and renew your strength. Embrace your psychic abilities. You carry the shaman within. Yeah. Slow and steady. Rest. Rejuvenate. Dream. Renew your strength. Okay, Virgos? Gosh, my guides are amazing, aren't they? How they bring these messages out, and they're so perfect. And this deck was so perfect with the depictions on it. Love it. Okay, slow and steady. Be calm. Control of your emotions. Let those choices swirl around and around and around until you know what it is that you need to change, what it is that you need to do, which thing you're going to choose, right? Doing it differently and knowing all along that you have all the power. You have the Magician and the Mystic cards, both coming out for you. Magician and Mystic, right? The worst thing about us as human beings is we don't believe. We don't believe because all of that knowledge was ripped out of the Bible and ripped away from us. Please don't unsubscribe because I'm saying that. All the lost books of the Bible talk about these things, talk about how the real way of prayer is believing it and feeling it so that it comes to reality, right? So be the human being that believes in your power. Call on your intuition and your guides. Virgos, I love you so much. Peace and kindness every single day. Happy Christmas Eve. Merry Christmas if you celebrate it. If you don't, happy 12/24 and 12/25. I will see you back soon.